Attention-grabbing headlines are what newspapers are all about. But are women being routinely portrayed by the media in a negative and sexist way? For women like me who work in the media, you want to be remembered for what you say and not just how you look, although clearly that's also important. A group of women's organisations has looked into the issue and focused the lens on 11 national newspapers and how they portrayed women over a 2-week period in their daily coverage. They found widespread sexism, and one women's charity, Eve's, has a particular concern.
We found, particularly in the coverage of violence against women, that commonly it would be placed right next to advertisements for the sex industry or for film and mainstream entertainment and culture that was showing violence against women as part of entertainment. So you had a juxtaposition of a serious issue of violence against women alongside the sort of glamorisation and titillating factor of violence against women.
But is there a link between the media's representation of women and violence against them?
Well, yes, we think there is. Not necessarily a directly causative link, but our media both reflects and also creates our views and standards in society.
I honestly do not believe that the manner in which women are represented in the media could cause them any physicality. If women were concerned about what was likely to happen to them, they should look to the video world of pornography, and let's deal with that.
Never far from the spotlight, the Sun newspaper's page 3 has long angered women's rights campaigners who regard it as an unacceptable daily dose of objectification. The Green Party's MP, Caroline Lucas, is calling for a ban on the Sun newspaper in the parliamentary estate and recently took her campaign into the chamber.
Order.
Noting that.
Can I tell the honourable member there's standards of dress that members must comply with, and I would ask the honourable member to respect that and put her jacket on, please.
I will, Mr Hood, of course, comply with your ruling, but it does strike me as a certain irony that in this place you can get copies of The Sun. Perhaps I could even show you what's in The Sun, in 8 places.
I admire Ms Lucas, but it's more hot air. And since it's not illegal, and to a predominant number of people in our country, it's not offensive, and in fact it may even bring some joy along. And of course, being a member of the Green Party, you of course are by nature a killjoy.
Claire Short famously stood up in the 80s talking about these pictures. She tried to get a bill passed to make it illegal, and she had thousands of letters of support. 12 were actually from women who had page 3 mentioned to them while they were being raped, and yet the Sun called her a killjoy and told her she was jealous. Yeah, it's not harmless fun.
Accusations of sexism aren't just limited to the print press. The broadcast media can also cause offence. The BBC sports presenter John Inverdale apologised after saying that this year's women's Wimbledon champion Marion Bartoli was never going to be a looker, a comment that proved a turn-off for hundreds of viewers.